The world dissolved into blinding light, then silence. The five teenagers blinked, disoriented. They stood in a square room, walls made of cold grey stone. No windows, no doors, just a heavy feeling of dread. "Where are we?" Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. She was the youngest, barely 16, her eyes wide with fear. Mark, the oldest and seemingly bravest, ran his hand along the rough stone. "No idea, but it's definitely not Kansas anymore." His attempt at humor fell flat. The air hung thick with tension. John, the tall, lanky one, paced nervously. Emily, usually the level-headed one, stood frozen, her face pale. They were trapped, their fates unknown. Suddenly, the wall opposite them groaned and split open, revealing a wooden door. It was intricately carved with strange symbols, glowing faintly. Before anyone could react, 3 more doors materialized in the other walls. Each door pulsed with an eerie energy. One emanated a bone-chilling cold, frost creeping across its surface. Another hummed with a low, threatening growl, the air around it shimmering with heat. The third door was silent, but no less menacing. Twisted faces, frozen in expressions of agony, were etched into the wood. The teenagers exchanged uneasy glances. Their escape, it seemed, lay beyond those doors. "We have to choose," John said, his voice tight. "But which one?" The question hung in the air, unanswered. Every door promised danger, but staying in this room offered no hope. They chose the door emanating cold. A blast of icy wind hit them as they stumbled through, finding themselves in a cavern made of ice. A monstrous creature with glowing blue eyes and fangs like icicles roared, charging towards them. The battle was fierce, desperate. John barely dodged a swipe of razor-sharp claws. Emily discovered a hidden strength, wielding a fallen icicle like a spear, and then they saw it. A chest half buried in the ice. Inside, they found weapons, a sword that crackled with frost, a bow and arrows that shimmered with ice crystals, and a dagger that hummed with an icy energy. These were no ordinary weapons. These were their lifeline. Section 4. Growing Stronger. They emerged from the ice cavern battered, bruised but alive. The door that had led them there was gone, replaced by a shimmering portal that sucked them back into the stone room. They collapsed onto the cold floor, exhaustion claiming them. But something was different. Each of them felt a surge of power, a newfound clarity. The more they fought, the stronger they became. The weapons they found resonated with their own growing energy, amplifying their abilities. Mark, wielding the frost sword, moved with a speed and agility he'd never possessed before. Emily, her aim true with the ice bow, could now anticipate her enemy's moves. They were learning, adapting, becoming more than they ever thought possible. Section 5. A moment of respite. Room after room, they faced their fears. They battled grotesque creatures, navigated deadly traps, and even faced their own inner demons. With each challenge, they grew stronger, more in tune with the magical weapons they wielded. And then, after what felt like an eternity, they found themselves in a different kind of room. It was larger than the others, circular, with a high domed ceiling. A soft, warm light emanated from nowhere, casting long shadows. This room held no immediate threat, no visible doors. It was a sanctuary, a place to rest and recover before the next trial. They allowed themselves a moment of fragile peace, knowing it wouldn't last. Section 6. The journey continues. As if sensing their apprehension, the room began to change. The smooth walls around them rumbled and shifted, splitting open to reveal new doors. Each door pulsed with an ominous energy, promising challenges even greater than before. Fear tightened its grip, but it was a different kind of fear now. They were no longer the same scared teenagers who had first stumbled into this place. They were warriors, forged in the fires of adversity. They were ready to face whatever lay beyond those doors. After all, they had come too far to give up now. The journey, they knew, was far from over.